Good afternoon, lacrosse fans, and welcome to Prague in the Czech Republic. My name is Steph Michelson. I'm the president of the European Lacrosse Federation. I'll be doing the commentary this afternoon with a very important person, actually, MVP from the bronze medal game, Jake Malasec from the Czech Republic. How are you doing, Jake?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for having me on.
Excellent. Good to have you here. How have you been enjoying the tournament so far?
So far, so great. It's been a fantastic week here at SK Aritma. We've been living across the field here at the Four Seasons. They've put me up here in the Aritma Suites, and
gold-plated windows.
Exactly. It's in foil to keep the sun out, and it's been a fantastic week full of great lacrosse, and couldn't ask for anything more.
Wonderful. So today's match is this afternoon's match is between Latvia and Wales. So you're hopefully watching us on the live stream. Otherwise, we're just talking to ourselves. We have the chat line going. Already, we've got Josh cheering on Joe Hicks on the Welsh team. So we'd be happy to do shout-outs. We'd love to know where you're watching from. I know Mike, who's a big fan of Wales, used to be their team manager, was watching yesterday in Sheffield in England. So hello, Mike. Hope you're watching again today. Jake's going to do the lacrosse commentary. I do the color because I'm not the biggest, the most knowledgeable person about men's lacrosse. But I have to say, I've learned quite a lot these past few days that I've been here in Prague. What is your take on the situation we've got here?
This should be a very fun game to watch. It's a placement game today, so whoever wins today's game will come in 6th overall for the tournament, and whoever loses will come in 7th. The previous meeting between these two teams, Wales and Latvia, went to overtime, so hopefully we have another nail-biter between these two newly found teams, I would say, for the European Lacrosse Federation. I wouldn't say that these two teams have a very rich history of lacrosse. Welsh probably more so than Latvia, but both of these teams are pretty new to the scene, and it should be a fun one to watch today.
Yeah, definitely. Latvia, definitely the newer of the teams. They've been part of ELF for, I think, off the top of my head, maybe 7 years. I remember watching the women score their very first goal ever in the European Championships in 2012, and it's so exciting to see teams score their first goal. This is the men's U20, of course, they definitely have already scored their first goal of the tournament. So looking for some good lacrosse. We've seen a lot of improvement over the past week, and all these are very new, very young teams coming into the tournament last Saturday. You could see a lot of nerves. New situations, teams coming together for the first time sometimes, learning to play together. We've seen that all the teams have gelled. You see a team and not just a bunch of dudes on the field.
It's very night and day from day 1 to day 6 to day 7, how these teams have come together and really meshed, as you said. It's been really fun to watch.
Absolutely. Expecting to see some very good lacrosse this afternoon, as well as take on Latvia.
And Latvia contains possession. Nix Gerten wins the draw for the Maroon. Ball possessed by George Lucas Rosens. I'm going to butcher these Latvian names.
Absolutely. Apologies in advance, and we will continue to butcher all the names. We'll try to do it equally on both sides.
I expect a very patient, thought-out game today. I bet all of these teams are feeling quite tired. The legs have gotten a lot of miles under them, so we'll see who decides to go to goal quickly and who decides to hold the ball. I expect to see a lot of standing around and a lot of patient offenses today.
How do you think the weather's also going to affect that? Do you think it's going to slow down the game at all? I think it's well above 30 degrees already today.
Luckily, it's cooled down since the beginning of the tournament. However, again, the heat, it's right around noontime here in Prague, and the sun is quite overbearing, so that'll definitely be a factor today. I bet everyone wants to stay healthy. And there's a quick goal.
Wow.
That's a great feed and a great finish by Oscar Meller, number 16 on Wales. Great complimentary player, big body, loves to stand near the crease, and as you can see there, not one to shy away from putting it underneath the bar.
So lots of Irish fans, lots of Welsh fans in the stands, also some fans online from Manchester, from Swansea, but we do have some Latvians joining us today. Hello, Avita. Who else is there watching today? Where are you watching from? Let us know. I know yesterday we had some fans watching all the way from Argentina, so can we get further away than Argentina? Let us know.
I will tell you one thing. Wales may come in 6th or 7th place, but they do get the #1 spot for most proud of their nation.
Absolutely.
The anthem that they sing every time is absolutely unbelievable. They are so proud to be Welsh, and they are just some of the nicest people I've met in this tournament. So it's been really fun to watch them play.
Excellent. I think that's one key thing that runs through European lacrosse, is just how nice people are. And as much as you probably go at each other on the field, everybody will be having dinner together tonight, possibly a few cold beverages if you are old enough to do so.
Exactly.
And you know, we're going to see these guys for the next hopefully 10, 15, 20 years at tournaments throughout lacrosse, whether it's championships, whether it's festivals, whether it's just the regular rec league games. So yeah, these are going to be your friends for life.
It's good defense there by one of the Braddock brothers, Dylan Braddock, number 6 for Wales. He's a Swiss Army knife player. He can do it all here for the Welsh. He can score goals. He can play transition defense. He is from Detroit, Michigan. So and there's a quick goal there by number 55, Alexander Michaels Iglidis. Let's see if I did that right, but that's a great finish there. 5-hole between the goaltender Will McDonald's legs, and we're all knotted up at 1.
So Ronan Wilcox, your dad, says hi. From Stockport, we've got Volts, a Latvian in Edinburgh. So not only has lacrosse reached everywhere, so have the Latvians. They are all across Europe. Importantly, they are here with us this afternoon on the field. And scores 1-1. Nice to see an evenly matched game in the first, only the first 3.5 minutes, so it could still go any which way.
Harry Alty takes his first faceoff for the Welsh, and we'll count that as a win. Dylan Braddock, excuse me, the Braddock brothers. Dylan Braddock over to Oscar Miller. Back to Braddock. Braddock up to the faceoff man, Harry Alty. Alty, not the traditional Fogo. Can face off, stay on, play a little offense.
Where's his help? Hey, Dylan, he needs an option here.
Oh, and just a misfeed there, right over the face-off man's head.
Jake, your pronunciation of Latvian names isn't horrible.
That's good.
You've been complimented already.
That is good
a
to hear.
Attempt.
I will take that.
That's all we can do. Please feel free to come up to us during the halftime. Give us the 411 on how to pronounce all those surnames. If you were joining us at all over the past few days, Brian Whitmer's been up in the box with me, consistently mispronouncing my surname. There's a silent G in it, so I totally feel your pain if we have butchered your surname. I do apologize. Feel free to come up and call me any random surname at this point.
Will McDonald taking his time on the clear here. And a great pass to the middle field. Oh, just bobbled. Picked back up by Henry Phillips. Phillips to the sideline. Oh, and a helicopter check. Absolutely incredible by Alexander Michaelis Iglidis. There it is again. Watch out for flying sticks. Eddie's Osis with the ball here.
So one thing I've noticed about Latvian names, all the first names end with an S.
Quick feed on the crease, and another goal! Scored by Kristis Baz. That's a Krists. So whoever wants to come up here and tell me how to pronounce that, I would welcome it. But nevertheless, a fantastic feed and another goal for the Latvians.
Yeah, so I was just mentioning all the Latvian names end with an S. I've never noticed that before. If this is a very cool tradition, please let us know. Always interested to find out where kind of cultural backgrounds come from. Come up and educate us at the halftime, and we will then share our knowledge in the second half.
That is very interesting. Everybody except for Raivo Sedvald ends with an S in their first name. Interesting. However, Nix Gertens, there's the S, wins the faceoff and controls the ball for the Latvians.
Who's that number 23? He looks to be about 6.5 feet tall.
Roberts Puka,
Puka, maybe? Again, apologize as we butcher many, many names.
My favorite name on the Latvian list has got to be number 22, George Lucas Rosens.
So it's Iglidis.
Iglidis.
For that player previously that we were talking about. Alexander's Iglidis.
Okay. I wasn't too far off there.
No, I think we're doing reasonably well.
Quick wind up there, and a block shot. Eddie's Osis. Ball inside. Opts to shoot, and he will! An absolute rocket with the and a backflip! Oh my gosh!
What?
That has to be the celebration of the tournament. That was unbelievable by Gertz Stomczynski's. The righty rocket to the top left corner and the backflip to boot. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. And you can hear the crowd going absolutely crazy after that celebration. I don't blame them. That is not something you see every day, especially in a lacrosse game.
Watch that on the replay.
It's a great overhand shot. Oh, McDonald gets a piece of it, and then there it is. The Mikey Powell backflip, taking me back to the 90s.
Were you even alive then?
1 year.
Excellent, yes. So we've gotten a little Latvian lesson. Most men's names do end with an S, and most girls' names end with an A. Thanks, Vaults, for that. Also with an S at the end of Vaults.
So what I've learned here, my dad is from the Czech Republic.
Yep.
That's why I'm allowed to play for the team. And what I've learned is the men's last names are, you know, what they are. And then if you're a woman, you would add ova to the end of your last name. So my dad's name is Malasek.
Right.
But if he was, you know, a woman, it would be Maliskova.
I see.
So that's an interesting fact about the Czech names.
Always good to know. We are not only entertaining, hopefully, also educational.
We try to be.
Yeah. We may be telling you things you already know already, but humor us anyways.
Timeout call by the Latvians. They'll try to maintain some sort of possession, defense. They want to keep this lead.
Absolutely. I mean, 2 goals this early. They've got the lead. I think this is going to be a potentially very high-scoring game if we're already looking at 3-1, and we've only spent, we're halfway through the first quarter.
Excuse me, that was the Welsh. Took timeout, not the Latvians. Pardon me.
So each team gets 2 timeouts per half,
Per
and
half.
those do not carry over.
Yes.
So if you only use 1 in the first half, you don't get 3 in the second.
Ball carried in by Aaron Eastwood. He'll initiate from up top. Eastwood to his right. Rolls back. Feeds Meller up top, who will take a shot and just off the right post. Good backup there. By number 9, Max Schaffhedels Evans. That I definitely didn't say it right. Good ride there. Oh, that might be a hit to the head. Flag does fly. And
Limping off the field.
Aaron Eastwood will
Through the box, importantly through the box.
sit for the penalty, which I would agree with the call there. Now this is a big defensive stand for the Welsh here. It's a 4-1 lead is definitely harder to overcome as a 3-1 lead, as I know you're a statistics major.
I am, yes.
Right, so 3 is bigger than 2.
Well done.
Right, thank you.
Well done.
So if McDonald and his defense can get out of this man-down situation and maybe put one on the board, they'll be feeling pretty good. It's a good tip pass in the middle. There he is again. Dylan Braddock picks the ball at, just as I was about to say his name, Dylan Braddock, the Swiss Army knife for the Welsh team. Look at that, swim move. Oh, Michael Phelps, see you later. Absolutely incredible player. Not the biggest kid on the field, but he plays like he is.
But sometimes that's an advantage, isn't it? Because you can just kind of like slip through and under.
You're a small target.
Exactly. Less of you to hit.
Well, the flip side of that is there's less of you to hit back. So,
True.
There's two sides to every hit. And
Absolutely.
I bet Braddock wishes he had a few more inches maybe to combat some of those bigger boys on defense.
We are being watched in Riga, Latvia at the 4th of July celebrations there. I'm sure there are lots of probably Americans at the 4th of July celebration. So do turn us up and turn us on. And yeah, for sure there'll be some lacrosse fans there. So hello to everyone in Riga, Latvia.
Interesting person missing from the lineup for the Wales team is the other Braddock, Owen Braddock, who is number 22. He is absent today. Not sure why. However, he has had a fantastic tournament as well as his brother. They've been the standouts for the Welsh team. Ball regained by Max. I'm just going to call him Max Evans for the rest of the game. I know if you're his family and if you are someone who knows his last name very well, I apologize. However, I do not want to keep having to mess up his last name. So Max Evans, number 9, will just feed up top to Oscar Meller, who will look inside here.
We've got upstate New York in the house as well. Can we get further away than New York? Anybody further away than, well, who else is on the other side of the Atlantic? Let's see first how that goes on the other side of the Atlantic.
Oh, and a great pickoff there by the goaltender, Alexander Druins Conradi. Oh, but the Welsh get the ball back, and Braddock will take a shot, and he will score. Low-to-low worm burner. Dylan Braddock, welcome to the game. Few defensive plays and defense to offense. Braddock is on the board.
Ethan Chapman's sister Amber says hello. Oh, Owen flew home with a dislocated collarbone.
That is unfortunate for the Braddock family.
It is. Broken collarbone just sounds like a lot of pain.
And
so
there's
quick
not a whole
recovery,
lot.
Owen.
There's not a whole lot you can do with a broken collarbone. There's no cast. You're kind of in a sling for weeks and weeks and weeks, and
Yeah.
that is one of the hardest injuries to deal with medically. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the Braddock family and to Owen Braddock.
Quick recovery. Let's see you back on a field soon.
Scrum in the middle of the field. Big possession here. And it looks like the Latvians, maybe?
Ooh,
That's
no.
a great hit. However, a push is called. And the Welsh have been given the ball. However, the refs reversed the decision. There seems to be some confusion.
Stopping the clock.
And the Latvians get the ball back. I think that's the right call.
Yeah. Just once again, a shout out to all the officials who have joined us here this week. I know you guys have taken time out from your summer holidays. Thank you so much for being here. It's fantastic to see all the men and women here in stripes, you know, keeping the game safe, keeping it running. If we didn't have our referees and our officials, we would not be having lacrosse here for you today.
It's a great face dodge there. And another
Amazing.
goal. Wow. Eddie's Osis. That's a great, great face dodge to a nice bounce shot to beat McDonald for the 4th time today. 4-2, Latvia. See him there. Whoop. Where are you going? Beats him. Off stick hip. That's a tough, tough bounce shot for a goaltender to save, especially on this beaten up ground after a long week of lacrosse.
Yeah, this is our second to last game. So the field only needs to last about an hour and a half more.
And the ball is awarded to the Latvians. I'll tell you, if it had rained one time this week, I think this field would be unrepairable.
Yes.
I think that the weather has just worked out well enough where the field was able to maintain. I mean, you look at the middle of the boxes, you look at the crease. The crease is just a big dirt pit at this point.
It is. I think it's better to be dirt than mud. I've played in some very snowy games.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you just come out of there looking like a pig having rolled around in muck.
Oh, here comes the backflip king himself, and he'll
There we
score
go.
again. But we will not get another backflip. That's all right. Gertz Stomczynski's with his 2nd goal of the game.
Randolph, New Jersey's in the house cheering for Latvia. Susie Iglidis, hopefully I haven't figured out the pronunciation of that surname.
Look at that, switching hands. Great post move. Look at that, back him down. Play me, I dare you. And there he goes. Bounces it right into the top corner. So interesting fact about the clock here, international rules. They have now stopped the clock at 30 seconds. At the end of every quarter, that is not the 2nd or the 4th, so I guess the 1st and the 3rd, they'll stop the clock at the end of the quarter with the last 30 seconds, and at the end of the halves, the last 2 minutes, we'll stop the clock. So we shall see. There's about 12 seconds left if the Welsh can get something. Here comes Braddock. Swim move, roll dodge. Double teamed, however, gets the shot off, and there's 4 seconds to play. Let's see if the Welsh can get something really quick off of the restart behind the goal. 3, 2, and 1. And a great, great save there at the end of the quarter by Conradi. That'll be a big momentum boost going into the 2nd quarter. So an offensive display by the Latvians there in the 1st quarter. Let's see how the Welsh can respond. But it definitely seems like 2 very evenly matched teams. This should be a very fun game down the stretch.
So just for any of you that are coming down to join us today, there is obviously, we've got this game, we then got the gold medal game, which is between England and Germany. That should be a huge game. But running on the field behind us, which they might snip to every now and then, we have the national teams challenge. So we've got lots of national teams. There's about 7 of them off the top of my head. Israel, Poland, Netherlands, Spain. That's only 4. There are other Croatia's here as well, Luxembourg, and so I'm just missing 1, so not bad.
You can't forget about the Conch Republic.
Yes, the Conch Republic, who are like a weird breakaway state from Florida. We needed somebody to fill the spot in the tournament schedule, so we've put together a pickup team. And we just want to say thanks to Brian Whitmer, who's been absolutely integral to getting all of this sorted out. If you need a man in lacrosse, he's the one to call.
Whitmer is the absolute best. He does everything, never asks for anything. He doesn't sleep, doesn't eat. I don't think I've seen the guy take a shower in about a week and a half.
He must have, because I've sat beside him quite a bit, and he doesn't smell too bad.
But he is the absolute best. He is the epitome of not for oneself, and we're very lucky to have him here.
He's one of those people who just absolutely bleeds lacrosse, completely and wholly bleeds lacrosse.
He showed me his tattoo, new tattoo, in an undisclosed location after they won the Ale Hereshki, I'm hopefully saying that right, the box tournament here in Radotin, Czech Republic, just south of here. They won it with the Glasgow Clydesiders. Clydesiders, that's what it is.
Yep.
So he got that tattooed on his body. He's very proud of that. Said it was quote.
Do I want to ask where it might be?
I think it's in the hip area.
Okay.
You know.
Close enough.
He said it was quote the best day of my life. No kidding. So he loves the sport, and the sport loves him.
Got quite a few wonderful sponsors that have made this weekend possible. I'm just reading the signs across. We've got Captain Lax, Hubertus. We've got Prolax, Shop, Fox Lacrosse. Big shout out to Honig's as well. They kitted out all our referees in their lovely stripes. Absolutely fantastic to have them on board. The Czech Lacrosse Union has been instrumental. You've seen all the volunteers here. Those are Czech lacrosse players. Please do say thank you when you see them. They've done such a fantastic job. Barbara, Tierney, Peter from Point Bench, Ava, loads and loads of people have put tons of time in here, and we just show up and have a really great week. So a huge round of applause to everybody who's helped get us here where we are today.
Absolutely, and also a shout out to the production crew here for the live stream. I've been very impressed with the level of production for the live streams, the different amounts of camera angles, the commentary from, you know, the woman to my right. And Brian Whitmer has been fantastic, along with the guest commentators. Everything's been fantastic, and we as players are very lucky to have everybody here working for us so we can have a great experience and hopefully put a show on for everybody else. So big shout out to the production crew and everyone behind it. It's been a fantastic week.
Just round of applause for everybody. Basically at this point.
Yeah.
All pat yourselves on the back. And we are back into the second quarter. Latvia taking on Wales. Latvia ahead by 3 points, 5 goals against Wales 2. I'm Steph Michelson here with Jake Malasech, goalie from the Czech team who yesterday won the bronze medal game. So we have a very experienced Lats commentator. Again, I'm just here for the color and the commentary.
I'll try and bring some fascinating insight,
Absolutely.
However I can.
The first period, we covered how to pronounce various surnames, trends in Latvian names we've also noticed. So we aim to be slightly educational to those of you who may not be Latvian. But a huge shout out to all the Latvians who are watching us today. I know we're live in Riga. Also, lots of people in the UK watching for the Welsh team, some fans watching all the way out in the United States as well. Great to have you. Thank you for joining us today.
So the Latvians will set up their offense. A goal here would be very, very, very backbreaking, I think, for the Welsh team. So this is up to McDonald and his defense to keep the ball out of the goal and give his offense a chance to do some work. Good recovery there by Zalidis, who will just recoup. All the time in the world for the Latvians. No shot clock in international lacrosse, unlike the NCAA's new 80-second shot clock they play over there in the United States. So there's a lot of long, drawn-out offensive possessions, which can be devastating for goaltenders and their defenses. Flag is, nope, no flag. But there is a technical issue, and the ball is then awarded to Wales. Not sure what the call was there. It's interesting.
I certainly can't help on this. If it was women's lacrosse, I'd be happy to tell you what went wrong, but not 100% yet on the men's lacrosse side of things. Brian Whitmer and I did do a session our first day of what's the call and what's the hand signal as he tried to walk me through men's lacrosse.
In comes Wales, and a great, great save.
Nice save.
Off the bounce by Conradi, who will just outlet quickly. Oh, and a bobble.
Oh, hello to our fans in the Ukraine. Thank you for joining us. Ukraine is actually the most recent member nation of the European Lacrosse Federation. They became our 31st member earlier this year.
So that play right there, I think, is emblematic of the entire week. I think the majority of these teams, when they're settled and they can control the offenses and the defenses, play very, very, very smooth, very professional level lacrosse. However, the transition and the clearing games have been, well, amateur. I think that the U20 aspect comes into play there a lot. There's been a lot of missed clears. There's been a lot of bobbled passes in the middle of the field. I think that's been one of the backbreakers. And a great, great move there by Roberts Puka, who will come in, feed it down. And Latvia will take that slow break and set their offense up. But as I was saying, the transition plays and the clearing plays have been less than ideal for most teams here, which has been
lucky save.
Great save. And you can see
made.
that dirt fly off of the goaltender McDonald's stick there. That's just so end of the week mood right there. As the kids are saying these days, that's the mood right there, is the dirt in the crease.
You'll have to explain this T thing to me as well.
I see.
We'll do that at halftime.
And the flag flies. Great play by Braddock. Spin move. He can do it all. He has been fantastic. But he'll also settle the ball. There's no rush. I keep trying to tell my guys this during the week. There is absolutely no rush. The Czechs being primarily a box team, as Braddock will fire and hit someone in the helmet. As the player looks like he got the ball off the shoulder there. As they say, don't rub it. Oh, that's a good eat. Throws his body right in the way. You don't see a whole lot of players making those kind of plays in games like this, but I'm glad that these guys aren't giving up. Speaking of games like this, it is absolutely incredible the amount of people here watching this game. Even a game to decide 6th and 7th place, the stands are absolutely packed here. As the crease, and Braddock dives inside, and the goal is good. A little shaken up, but I feel like he'll be okay with that as he brings the deficit to 2, and Welsh has now 3 goals to Latvia's 5.
So just to come back to that earlier call, not having a chance to have spoken with the referees, we've had 2 comments that it was a moving pick. Thank you. Hopefully that you are correct, because otherwise we're just spreading a lot of fake news about what we think the ref called. Also, compliment to the Latvians, as somebody here is saying that they look like the most improved team in this tournament. I think a lot of the teams have really made huge advances forward. You know, you show up at a tournament, lots of nerves, and once you get settled, you can just spend that whole week learning about what you need to improve. And there's always something you can improve. In every game you see better and better plays, smarter and smarter plays as well.
Absolutely. And the flag flies. There was some confusion there on the field as Henry Phillips controlled the faceoff, however, dropped it. And a flag is being explained. Offsides looks to be the call on the Latvians, as number 55, Alexander Michaelis Iglidis, will take a seat. And the Welsh now have an opportunity to bring the deficit to 1 with this man of opportunity. The Welsh, very similar to their UK counterparts, the Irish, love to find...
hang on. Ireland is not part of the UK.
Are they not?
No. So Northern Ireland, which is kind of like, so there's 2 islands.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
That's Dylan Braddock again. After I put my foot in my mouth talking about the UK,
Yes.
Dylan Braddock gets another goal for himself. See it on the replay here. But I was going to say, there it is exactly. Oh, the behind the back. He got me with one of those earlier this week. But the Irish love to find the cuts inside, and I believe the Wales do the exact same thing. They love to find that quick cut in the middle, and Braddock, he loves to beat those goaltenders with that behind the back shot.
So Wales is stuck onto England.
Yep,
to
it's the
west.
pig's head on the left.
Yes, exactly. Scotland's up north.
Okay.
Then across the Irish Sea, you have another island.
That's Ireland.
Well, the bottom, it's all Ireland,
Okay.
but at the top is Northern Ireland.
And they're in the UK.
Yes, and then the bottom is the Republic of Ireland. And a lot of the Brexit confusion, I don't know how much you've been following that, has to do with what kind of border is going to be between Northern Ireland as part of the UK and Ireland, which is still part of the EU.
I see. Oh, and Meller almost knotted the game up at 5, but just missed wide.
So that's your Brexit in a very, very small nutshell.
Okay, perfect, because I would have gone my entire life thinking Ireland was just
Nope.
a UK nation.
But interestingly, for some sports, Northern Ireland plays with Ireland, the Republic of. And so in rugby, you just have Northern Ireland and Ireland playing as one
So it's just
Irish
Ireland.
team. Yes.
Okay. But so the players from this tournament are strictly
Irish.
and
Yes.
not Northern Irish.
They are Irish passport. Well,
Or are they as an
could
island?
be.
Okay.
But as far as I remember, having checked all their documentation, all their paperwork,
Yep.
They all hold Irish passports, not UK passports.
Aha.
So Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and England all have the same passport
Okay.
for 4 separate countries.
Oh, and there's a great ride by the Welsh. They will call a timeout. I think it's a very smart timeout. There seems to be a little unsettled play, and they want to make sure that they can capitalize on this offensive possession and tie the game.
Good time to call a timeout, get a bit of water, and you stay hydrated as well.
It is hot today.
Yeah, it's not the scorcher we had last weekend, but, you know, these guys are running around chest protectors, shoulder pads, gloves, helmets. There's a bit of a breeze, but they are going to be quite stinky, shall we say, when they come. Well, probably quite stinky now as well, even more so by the end of this hour-long game.
If I'm not mistaken, this is Wales's 7th game in 7 days.
They should have had a rest day, so they'll have played
6 games in 7 days.
Yeah.
That's a lot of lacrosse being played.
It is, and if you don't get to wash out your pads in between, again, just the odor, the aroma.
Oh, I'm all too
You'll
familiar.
know about that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm one of the, lucky that gets to wear the long sleeves in the goal, so I don't have to wear the elbow pads, which I'm sure don't make anything smell any better. So.
No. Yes, thank you to UK Lax fan who reminded me that the team I missed from the national team's challenge is Norway. Thank you. So that takes up all the teams plus the Conch Republic, which isn't really a country. I'm actually not sure if we're going to be webcasting all of it. I think we are going to try. It will not be kind of the same 3 cameras that we have for the European Championships, but I suspect they will be moving to a 1-camera system tomorrow for the last day here in Prague.
Oh, and a flag is absolutely hurled by the referee. As I think there was an illegal substitution. As a great fake is thrown, and a goal!
Wow.
Fake and score, Aaron Eastwood. Welcome to the score sheet. Got everybody guessing on that fake. Defender looked behind him to see where the ball went. And whoop, there he went. Aaron Eastwood right over Conradi's head. And the game is tied at 5.
Wales have certainly staged a really quick comeback. It's even now, so this game can go either way. We're only in the 2nd period, so about 2.5 more still to go.
That's what's so fun about this week, is all of these teams can beat each other on pretty much any given day. There are, of course, a few exceptions here and there. However, the average level of lacrosse is pretty much the same.
Yes.
So a lot of these games are very tight. You can see no one's really out of the fight until the last 30 seconds of the game, and I mean, you could see the England-Irish game was an absolute barn burner up until overtime.
That was fantastic to be able to call.
It's games like that where you would never expect that coming into the week, and at the end of the week, it's all but too familiar. So it's been really fun to watch these tight games and the level of competition. And there's another goal.
Wow.
Wales takes the lead. Henry Alty bounces that in the top left corner. And that's a 4-goal turnaround for the Welsh. This ground after this week is not goaltenders' friends. I can be the first one to tell you that. Just the amount of wear and tear has put a lot of these, not well-groomed bumps and holes and patches that the ball can just bounce every which way, and it's much harder than artificial grass for the goaltenders to read the ball off the dirt. And I don't blame the Welsh players for strictly shooting bounce shots right now because they seem to be working.
Yeah, I mean, you can only get grass to grow so quickly, unfortunately, and we are not giving it many chances to recuperate overnight. We've got 3 games a day here, and yeah, it is doing a number on the grass. It really has.
We have a timeout here. We watch the goal again. So that's 2 goals for Aaron Eastwood. But that bounce shot is lethal. I expect to see a lot of those in the Germany-England final as well, just based on how the field has ended up. I don't see the bounce shot going out of style anytime soon.
What's your prediction for Germany, England?
Having played against the Germans and not against the English, I think I have a little unfair bias, but I do think watching both teams play a lot of games, Germany has the slight edge.
Right.
I would give them a few goal advantage going into the game. However, I do think England has much more of a chip on its shoulder, having gotten not embarrassed, but a good smacking earlier in the week by the Germans. So I think they are going to come out firing, and I think we're going to have a lot closer of a game than people might expect.
I think it's going to be quite a nail-biter. I mean,
I think it's going to be a great game.
England have traditionally dominated lacrosse. They've consistently been the strongest European team, and it is really exciting, though, to see Germany fighting its way through. They've really invested in their youth program, and I think it's going to pay off for them today. In terms of, I would love to see.
And that was quite close.
Yes.
I would love to see if we can get another angle on that, if that ball actually did cross the plane. I don't believe it did, and the referee agreed with me. However, the
referee is always right.
That was close, but a good save nonetheless by the new goalkeeper for the Latvians, number 19, Raivo Sedvalds, the only player without an S at the beginning of his first name. But that's a good first stop for the young netminder. First stop is always the most important. I firmly believe that. Sets the tone for the rest of the game. Get your confidence. And the Latvians now have the ball. And they'll come in. And a great save there by McDonald. So both goaltenders getting it done on their respective ends. as neither wants to see their team fall too far behind. But a risky pass by McDonald, and luckily the ball stays in bounds for the Welsh. A whistle. Stopping all clocks here. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go. And the referee wants to see something with the helmet or the mouth guard. There was no mouth guard in Henry Phillips' mouth. It's a big no-no nowadays. But you can see again, this great save by McDonald off the ground, just gobbles up that rebound. And the Welsh can clear. So if anything, that mouth guard helped the Welsh out on that clear. I think they were caught in a tight spot, and the ref blowing the whistle and stopping the clock reset that, and they were able to get across the half line. So the Welsh can now go on that 5-goal run if they can capitalize here. Good handle there by number 12, Harry Alty. If I'm the Welsh, I am holding the ball for as long as humanly possible. I have in no rush to go to the goal. I do not want the Latvians to have another shot at my goal, even though McDonald's having an absolute stellar day in net. Although that's a good shot there, and a goal. Great finish, near side pipe for number 12, Harry Alty, the initiator at the beginning of the play, and there he is finishing. So that is a 5-goal run for Wales. As we see here, Harry Alty takes it to his strong hand, just outspeeds, outmuscles the defender, and finishes it short side. Getting a piece of it was the goaltender Sedvalds, however, not enough, and it's a 2-goal lead for Wales. And a face-off controlled by Alty. He's doing everything right now. Good for him. He's having a great game. Goal scoring, face-off winning, defense playing. Not much you can ask for. Not much more you can ask for from a player. Ben Jessen out there on offense. The first time we've seen him today. But he'll work up top with Alty. Alty getting the pull. I don't blame the Latvians. Put some respect on his name. And a whistle. Not sure what the call was there, but the Welsh can retain possession. 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. As Braddock works behind the goal, also warranting a pull. Still speed around the crease, and that's good defense. He feeds inside, and the ball is loose on the dirt and controlled by who else but Harry Alty.
Harry plays for Timberley Lacrosse Club, and that's just outside of Manchester in case anybody wants to practice their UK geography.
Someone please send me a link so I can learn much more about the UK.
Google.
Because I do feel quite American having just not having any knowledge on that. But here's Alty again, and he'll go in and score.
Wow.
This kid can play the sport of lacrosse. Back-to-back goals. 8-5 lead. Have a day, Harry Alty.
Have Latvia changed their goalkeeper?
They have, so.
Yeah, I was going to say he looks a bit shorter than the person we had earlier.
When the score was 6-5 about 4 or 5 odd minutes ago, they did pull the starter Conradi a bit early. I think they wanted to split halves.
Right.
But they put in Sedvald, and he's had a good day. He made the first save. However, the defense hasn't really given him a whole lot of help, and Alty's been able to capitalize.
Yeah, it definitely shows how lacrosse is completely a team game. You need everybody to support throughout the whole field, throughout the whole game, really. Timeout by the Latvians with 21 seconds remaining. See if they can
come within 2 before the end of the first half.
This is going to be one of those games that can go either way, really. I think Latvia can easily swing back from this, stick it to Wales. Similarly, Wales could just charge ahead and dominate. Let's see what happens.
No lead is safe. However, no lead is also too great to overcome.
Absolutely. And with only 3 goals difference right now, Latvia could easily come back. Not in the next 21 seconds.
Well, you never know.
True.
I've seen crazier things happen, but
absolutely.
The odds, as the statistics major, right? The odds are not in Latvia's favor to come back in 20 seconds, but they do have 30 more minutes after the whistle blows to end the first half, and that is definitely enough time for a 3-goal deficit. Let's see if they can put one in here, bring it within 2, and keep that momentum rolling. This is a big offensive possession and also a big defensive stand for the white and green.
Do you know what Wales is famous for?
At the risk of sounding...
It's 2 really random things, so don't think
so
you
then
will.
I have no idea.
Leeks
Okay.
and daffodils.
Leeks and daffodils.
Yes.
So it's a very vegetatious, is that a word?
It's very green, yes.
Yes.
It's a beautiful country. I've been over
Lush.
a couple of times, and it is a beautiful, beautiful place to go.
So what makes Welsh leeks and daffodils famous?
I have no idea. That's just what I know.
Okay.
Kind of the stereotype. Also sheep, but I don't think I saw any sheep when I was last in
What's
Wales.
the Braveheart stereotype?
That's Scotland.
I'm so bad with this.
You're on the right part of the. You're on the right island
I'm there,
now.
you know.
Yeah.
I'm over there. A good tip. And if I'm that, that could be costly. And 3, 2,
Wales have it back.
1, and Braddock will just run the ball out. And that will conclude first half action between Wales and Latvia here. Wales with a strong 8-5 lead. However, no lead is safe here at the U20 European Lacrosse Championships, as Latvia could easily storm back and take the lead again.
And that is the end of the first half. We are going to have a quick little water break ourselves, and we will be back with you in about 9 minutes. See you then. The legend of the leak and why it's important to the Welsh. According to legend, on the eve of the battle against the Saxons, so this is going back like way far back in history, St. David, who I believe is a patron saint of Wales, advised the Britons to wear leeks in their caps so as to easily distinguish friend from foe. So stick a feather in your cap. I guess they didn't have any feathers, so they had to use leeks instead. Thank you very much for Anthony for sharing that with us. So we are ready to go back on the field. We have Wales taking on Latvia. Wales currently leading 8-5.
We have Ariel's taking the face for Wales from Timperley.
You sound like you're from Timperley region.
I am
Northern.
from Manchester.
Excellent.
Dylan Braddock on the ball now. Henry Phillips. Let's go to Josh Croney, the Dingle. Dingle's back on the ball. Bit of a mistake there by Henry Phillips. Ronald Wilcox has the man. Josh Cronin's going to now go for him. It's coming through. Slide, shot. Latvian ball. I think we had a crease violation there by the Latvian number 18. 48, sorry. Ethan Chapman on the ball. Harry Ulte. Josh Crony. Is he going to go on the man? Chris Eastwood wants it. First mistake I've seen Mr. Eastwood do. He's calling for a check. The Welsh coach are getting a bit frantic down there. CBO's calling something. The clock has stopped.
Graham, we've had a comment about your shirt. Do you want to know what it is?
Beautiful.
The opposite, 180 degrees to the opposite.
No way.
It must be ugly shirt day.
Ugly person day.
Not going to comment on that one. I'm wearing a classic navy blue polo, for those who are wondering. It is my traditional ELF uniform. I've gone through about 3 of them this tournament. It's been quite warm. They all look the same, though. So it's not that I'm wearing the same shirt day after day. I just have multiples in the same color. Graham, I don't know if anybody has seen this. Is a very fluo pink with a gold chain and squids on it.
Beautiful.
Very unique.
Absolutely beautiful.
I'm assuming that's about the play of lacrosse.
Aaron Eastwood now on the ball. Josh Crony out front. Let's get that ball. It's not on fire. Come on, pick it up. Mr. Eastwood should get that. Control it.
Good run by number 7, Latvia, Armins Metsiams. Again, apologies as we butcher surnames. Probably also first names as well.
We've got a flag down. Number 41, good Northern referee.
Balls with Latvia
Left
and
it
shot.
wide open. We need to get tight and then back free there.
Very nice. That was number 13, Chris Boz.
Will McDonald wasn't happy with that at all. You can see how the defence on the replay, the defence let that young number 73 go. Great play by Latvia.
So Latvia bringing back up. They did lead for most of the first half. Well, for the first quarter, definitely. Wales absolutely stormed back. Now it's on Latvia to bring that score back up to even. I think what we're going to see is a lot of back and forth on the score on these. Both teams quite evenly matched. Really nice to see that as well by the end of the tournament, how the teams have really grown into
Bit of a push in the back there.
Really grown in, yeah. A lot more confident play, I think, is what we're going to be seeing for the last half of this, and then the final coming up after this.
England, Germany. That's going to be epic.
Absolutely. I am expecting packed stands here, loads of fans online as well. Also, a huge thank you to everybody who is tuning in online. Wonderful. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Great checking there by Ethan Chapman. Go on, Dylan, push him, use your hips. Push him on the hips. Oh, he's got past him. There's the pass. keeper's got it, Will McDonald. Bit of a stray pass there. Body in there, that's all you need to do. Well played, Ethan Chapman. Come on, Dylan, 2 hands on it. Oscar Mellor wants. Oscar Mellor has. Back to Dylan Braddock. Cameron Probert's on this now from Brooklands. Joe Hicks with the ball. Trying to get the match up. Not much movement from the Welsh attack here. The fake was thrown. Oscar's setting up a pick. Oscar Mellor gets it. Latvia retrieve it. Great pick up there by Mr. Braddocks. Let's slow it down now. Chris Eastwood's back on. Oscar, take your man out the middle. Let's get them big sticks out the middle. Got a check to the foot there on Mr. Braddocks. Shots coming. And we have a man behind. Jacob Tropp covering from behind. Oscar Mellor wants. Chris Eastwood sets the pick.
Nice slide there by Latvia, number 9. That's Kurt Auza.
Yeah, great defensive play. Pressure him now. Keeper's got a lot of time. It was a great pass. Don't knock it out.
Again up to 9, that's Kurt Auza for Latvia in the maroon. Long pole.
Ethan Chapman's challenge.
Taking it behind the goal.
That was a great check there by number 7, Tom Sell.
Latvia's got a couple of really tall players. I think the ball's now with 96, Emils Vorobjas.
That Latvian side are very, very tall and big.
They are, yeah, and they've got their other goalkeeper is also, I think he's actually taller than the goal, which is, in my books, quite impressive. 23's on the ball, Robert Puka.
Josh Dingle, Josh Croney on the ball now. It's been very quiet this game. See what it can do for the Dragons. Cameron Probert with the ball. Let's get some movement there, Wales. Let's set something up. Oscar Mellor wants, Oscar Mellor takes, Oscar Mellor shoots, and gets goal. Great goal there. Nice, easy, basic lacrosse.
Which came first, the Wales using the chair or the Australians using the chair?
Oggy.
Yeah, I've also heard Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Oggy means pasty.
Okay.
It's a Cornwall stroke Welsh quote from back in the day when Stuart Chapman was a young lad.
I see. So they're basically just asking for a meat-filled pastry.
They are indeed.
Excellent. It's a bit warm for anything hot and toasty today. It's a very nice, at least got to be 32. Let's just take a look.
We've just had the big debate on that with the Welsh fans about where it originated from.
Right. So it is a rather toasty 32 degrees here in Prague today. Full sun out, clouds have cleared that were here earlier, so it's quite toasty on the field, I can only imagine.
Oh, the ground, what a bounce you can get off this ball. Ooh! Josh Croney on the ball, nice turn. Time out wide. Some of the Welsh families today catching a plane at 16:30. Cutting it a bit fine, can still see him in the crowd.
I mean, the airport is only about 15 minutes away from here, so if you've only got handbag, don't need to check any luggage, you could very well sprint through the airport.
Let's hope they do.
Yes.
Would you stay and watch your son play?
Probably.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cost of a flight.
From Prague to Wales isn't too expensive.
I think they're going to Stansted, but yeah, some of them flying to Manchester as well.
Yeah. Let's go Prague to the UK isn't too expensive.
No. It's a great crowd today here as well.
Yeah,
Both
lots
sides.
of the national teams that are playing in the National Team Challenger here. To my right are the Dutch, and resplendent in orange. And lots of Welsh fans over on the left-hand side.
Joined with the Germans as well,
Yeah.
which is great to see.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of good cheering throughout this game, especially into the next game. We've got the gold medal game coming up, England versus Germany, later this afternoon at 4 o'clock local time here in Prague, the Czech Republic.
Which my son is playing in.
Excellent.
Goalkeeper. Madness.
Very impressive.
Who'd go in goal?
Not me, that is for sure. Good to stay hydrated, seeing lots of water being drunk by the teams. It is warm out there.
Aaron Eastwood on the ball. Great pass. Back, return, round the back. It's a shot, so let's
Nice
get in.
setup.
It stayed in. That's in the back. Referee's call. We have a man down. And he's back up. Aaron Eastwood, back up. Ball's out, Wales ball, back line. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Number 13, Paul Worthington on his own, fighting away. Ethan Chapman joins him now. Great check there. Get back in the game, Ethan. Welsh crowd getting behind their team now.
Ball's currently with Latvia Edis Osis, number 39.
Ooh, a bit of stick chasing there by the Welsh. We have a flag down. Number 8 gets a slash. Cameron Probert.
So Latvia are a man up for the next minute. It's up to them to take advantage of this. They've got the goal. They've got the ball in the
They
right
definitely
place.
get the ball, yeah.
Yes. They are in the right space to set up, hopefully, for a quick goal against Wales.
Good test of the defence, this. Good test of the offensive as well. Let's see what they're doing. A mistake there.
Oh,
Wales have got the ball back. Got to watch who out with them passes straight into the middle. It's a bit of a scramble there. Let's get hold of it. There you are. Back with Will McDonald, safe hands. Wales is still a man down. Need to take the time, play sensibly. Great interception there by Will. Latvia have the ball. Ball's behind, another flag's thrown. Ethan Chapman gets a minute for a slash. Wales now down to a 4-man zone. 4 against 6. Let's see what the Latvians can do here. Let's test this Welsh defence. Wales back to 5-man now.
minute and a half left in the third period. Can Latvia get back on the board?
The big shot's coming now. Covered there by Will McDonald. That'll be a Wales ball, back line. Keep it calm. That's come through. That's a very lucky bounce there. That's Cameron Probert. Got to take them. You've got to take them. It was an unfortunate bounce.
Yeah, we saw a lot of bounces earlier, bounce goals on the first half of this. With this field this dry, Jake, who was in here the first half, is a goalie for the Czech Republic, and he said it's the hardest thing with a bounce shot because you don't know, especially on this ground, where it's going to end up.
And that lifted very, very high there.
Exactly.
I'm sure Will McDonald say that was a perfect pass and everything was meant to go that way. Why not?
Stop clock for the last 30 seconds of the third period. Wales are ahead 10, Latvia 6.
It's a great game though when it's deaf.
It is. It's been really close. Latvia took a really early lead, so it's up to them
with a fake there
to bring it back. I always like to cheer for the underdog.
Both of these teams have played, 7 days of lacrosse, non-stop, no breaks?
They've all had 6 of the 7 days full of lacrosse.
No, Wales have played 7 days.
Have they?
They haven't had a break, no.
Okay.
And I thought the same for Latvia as well, but hey, might be wrong.
That's the end of the third. 2-minute break. Chance to get hydrated, switch sides, and then we're into the final quarter.
Let's have some more comments on my shirt. It's a beauty.
No, nothing on the shirt. Lots of compliments to both teams. Good to hear. Everyone really enjoying the lacrosse. Agree, really high level of lacrosse. We've seen it just kind of increasing. The quality of play has just increased from day one as the teams find their feet, find where their teammates are. There's something sort of, you get that sort of psychic connection once you've been playing with your team long enough. You know where the other guys are going to be, which is fantastic to see them developing that.
Well, as I've said, the Welsh team got thrown together about six months ago. They haven't really played together. They've not had many scrimmage games. So the wins they've had, the way they've bonded, the way they're coming on, it's great to see.
Lots of Latvian fans in the house today. Thanks very much for watching. Latvians in Scotland, Latvians in Latvia, Latvians in North America as well. Latvians all over the world, basically. I know yesterday we had some fans, not Latvians particularly, but watching in from Argentina. So always good to see how truly global, actually, European lacrosse is not just across Europe, but we've got fans all across the world, which is fantastic to see. If you are listening from abroad, watching us on the live stream, let us know where you're from. We've heard lots from the UK, lots from Latvia. quite a few from the east coast of North America. Where else are you listening from? Let us know.
Well, we had a player yesterday from Chad in South Africa.
We did, yes. Sent him back with a bit of gear, so hopefully he can help out grow lacrosse over there as well. So there's a couple of countries already where they play lacrosse. In Africa, 2 in East Africa, Kenya and Uganda, and also in Ghana, which is closer to Chad than the east side of Africa, run there by a fellow by the name of Brian Gorodetsky, Canadian, lived in Serbia, started Serbian lacrosse there, was a member of our board. He was our VP men's, and moved over to Ghana and started Ghanaian lacrosse. So if nothing else, lacrosse will absolutely can take you around the world.
We better watch out. The secret society might be out of the bag soon, and people are watching it and playing it all over the world and enjoying it. Get it in the Olympics proper.
Yeah, there's definitely a push to get it in as an Olympic sport.
Clint Eastwood's now getting his taxi.
Commercial break.
And we're off to a commercial break, so we'll be back very shortly. So we are ready to take to the field. I think that's a slight typo on the official scoreboard. We're going into the 4th quarter, not the 2nd.
Definitely the 4th quarter.
Yes. I've been keeping track of those numbers. A minute and a half to go, 90 seconds. Really not that long when you need to stay hydrated, recoup, reprocess where your head's at for all this. You know, it's last quarter, last chance to really make an impression. Latvia took early to the stage, then have just been kind of toppled by Wales for the past few goals. So always cheering for the underdog. I'd love to see Latvia score a couple more goals and hold off the Welsh. I'd like this to be a nice tight finish in the end.
I don't think either side's going to give up, to be honest. The tempo's going to be increased tenfold.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be, at least the style of play will be very, very competitive. And I'm hoping Latvia score a couple more goals.
No comment. I've got to think about the home nations.
I'm cheering for the underdog. Officially, as president, I have no favorite. but I always like to go for the underdog.
We're all here for lacrosse.
Absolutely, and it's been some absolutely stunning lacrosse this week.
They're all winners on the field.
Yeah. And it's not just a platitude. I do think all these teams have improved so quickly over the past 7 days, and just the dedication that they've put into getting here is just phenomenal. So they can all head home tonight, tomorrow, with their heads held high, having very well represented their countries.
Arielt is down for the face. Slip behind. It's getting a bit scrappy. I think Mr. Braddock's going to get that with his one-handed pickup. Come on, Harry. Look at your match up there. There we have it. Look, shoot. Man behind.
Ball's at the back.
White ball. That's great chasing by the Welsh. Straight in the middle, quick. They've come back with the ball, the Welsh. Straight through, bend your back. Great pick up there by the Latvian.
That's number 22, our favorite, George Lucas.
Henry Phillips chasing him, brought him down. Fair check. Mr. Braddock's on the ball. Mr. Eastwood coming on now. Aaron Eastwood now on the ball.
And just to link up, to show sort of how small of a world lacrosse really is, ex-Wales international player on the women's side, Storm Trentham, has been doing a massive, massive job coaching and training and bringing the Kenyan women's U19 team there in their last push for fundraising to go to the World Lacrosse U19 Women's Championships in Canada in August. We don't usually do this, but if you have any spare coins, check out Kenya Lacrosse. Put them towards their GoFundMe. It would be absolutely phenomenal for these young women from Kenya to get to play lacrosse and represent their country in Canada. You know, we're really lucky in Europe that we have European Championships already, and it would be fantastic to just spread that love all across the world for lacrosse.
It's a great move there by Mr. Braddock. Little step back, step inside, try going through two. He's been doing it all day, so why not? He's got a small stick match up there. He's going to go, you know it. Big shot. Great save by the keeper.
Number 22 in Latvia is making run for it, George Lucas.
Oh, stick chasing there by Ethan Chapman.
Oh.
We have a flag down.
Balls with 48, Latvia, Gert Stromczynskis. Trying my best to do the Latvian pronunciation. Latvia have the ball. Likely going to pass it around a bit, set up a good play. Trying to score on Wales, trying to bring that score back. Latvia took an early lead in the beginning of this game. Wales have stormed through since. It'd be good to see Latvia put another couple of points on there. Good attempt by from Gert, number 48 for Latvia. Resetting this.
Great check there by Mr. Chapman. Great pick up by Tom Sell. Big, strong lad. The Welsh screaming for this ball. Oscar Mellor now is going to get that ball. Quick pick up. Great hit there by number 5, Henry Phillips. Oscar Mellor on the ball. No one behind. We do have a flag down. Some of the sports think there should be 2 penalties today for that. I think the referee got it right.
If you don't like the way the referees are making the calls, I highly encourage you to take a refereeing course and one day perhaps join us on the field in stripes.
I've done the refereeing course myself and fully enjoyed it, and enjoyed
Excellent.
refereeing and coaching.
Good. Always good to encourage. Obviously, you've got the experience as a referee. Some of those fans out there sound like they're keen to learn a bit more as well.
Sometimes you just can't educate pork. Oscar Mello on the ball. Aaron Eastwood now. Coaches tell him to calm down. Keep it calm. Keep the ball. Keep possession.
Less than 10 minutes to go.
Ariolti on the ball. Oh, lovely pass there by Josh Crony. Here's the shot. It's a ripper.
And it's in.
Oscar Mello. Sweet little sidearm shot there. The Welsh fans are growing in numbers, and it seems the Latvians are decreasing.
I think the Dutch were supporting Latvia. They've run off to play in the national team challenge, which is happening on the pitch behind us. So lots of lacrosse players here this weekend, lots of lacrosse fans obviously watching online as well. So thanks everybody for joining us on the live stream.
And I must say, what a great infrastructure you've got here. It's been set up so well. The people, the staff, absolutely spot on.
The tournament organizers have done an absolutely cracking job. Barbara, who's a good friend of mine,
That's Joe Hicks on the
has
ball.
been involved with Prague Cup for the past over 20 years. And she's organized tons of ECs, a couple of World Cups as well.
Ben Jessen on the ball.
Yeah, the organizers here are just fantastic.
Yeah. Well, the place itself.
Yep.
Very welcoming. Big pass to the back line there. That was unfortunate. We still have. Ball's down. Latvia's going to come out with that. Oh, big hit there by the Dingle. What's he going to do, the left-handed player? We have a flag. That's Josh Crony taking a minute. .55 is going to start with the ball. Josh Crony got 1 minute from sportsmanlike conduct. Score still 11-6 to Wales. Big stick in attack for Latvia. There's the big stick.
Latvia back. Lovely to see.
Score now 11-7.
Latvia calls a timeout.
Fourth quarter. I think we've still got another good 6 minutes of quality lacrosse today. What do you think, Steph?
Absolutely. These teams are going to take it right to the very end, 110% straight to the end of the game. I think these last 6 minutes are going to be the most intense. Latvia are going to try and come back, score those 5 goals. 6 minutes, easily doable.
This is fighting for the 5th and 6th place, isn't it?
Yes. It is. And neither of these teams wants to give it up.
30 seconds before the game restarts. The Welsh coaches screaming at the crowd to get behind the players. And they have been doing all tournament. Wales still a man down.
How much longer have they got on that penalty? A couple more seconds, I think.
I can't see it being that long. Is Mr. Holt to come out with this ball? The 2 men of Wales come up with the ball. That's great to see. Never give up fighting. Bend your back. Pick the ball up. Timeout called by the Dragons. Be interested to hear what the coaches are saying down there to them players.
Yeah, to be a fly on the wall, proverbial wall.
I don't think the players need motivating.
No,
maybe a little calming down.
Play smart.
Keep on the field.
Get those ground balls. Ground balls are absolutely key.
Latvia. 30 seconds before the game resumes.
Six minutes left in the game. Cheering for the underdog, hoping Latvia get a few more points on that board.
Looks like Dylan Braddock's going to start with the ball. With Harry Olds here, Oscar Meller. Oh, Luke Morgan. And Jacob Trough in attack. As soon as the penalty's over, Aaron Eastwood crosses the line. Great pass.
Oh, off the pipe.
Great save by the keeper. You've got to claim them.
They've got, they've put their other goalie in. Can't see the number. Is that number 12? That's Alexanders Conradi.
Another tall young man.
Yes. With the helmet on, I think he clears the top of the net.
Mr. Braddock on it. 5.5 minutes left. He's got a big stick on him.
That's number 16.
Oh, round the back. Oh, great save by the keeper.
Excellent job by Conradi keeping that ball out. Running the ball up.
Why not?
Legs like that, you can run and run. It looks like he could probably go for days until the whistle.
Another timeout. Tense. Would you say, Steph? Getting tense?
It is, yeah. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left, and we've seen this has been the third timeout in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so to know what those coaches are saying, like we were wondering before, it's probably a caption contest to be held. If it wasn't such a serious game, we could come up with lots of funny things that the coaches might be saying.
See a lot of smiles on the pitch, which is great to see.
Yeah.
You got to remember, some of these kids are kids. They are 16 years old.
Absolutely.
And they're playing at this level, and they're stepping up on an under-20s tournament.
And hopefully we'll be seeing some of them next summer in Wrocław, Poland. We're hosting the men's seniors European Championships there. So good place to get your feet, find your comfort zone at a European Championship. Next year, step up to the men's seniors team. We'll see how many names we recognize next summer. Maybe we'll have learned to pronounce them by then. If, in fact, we have mispronounced a surname, please do let us know. We will try and correct it, doing our best, not speaking all the European languages. This ball's with 55.
Owen Chapman goes for the slide.
Aguilas.
Big shot. Great save by Will there. Ethan Chapman wants. Is he going to get it? Jacob Troff gets it. Speedy little man. Oh, that was unfortunate.
Held off by 99 Raitas Zabrovskis.
That was a bit of a push. Loose ball push. Ethan Chapman's coming off for a small stick. Aaron Eastwood's on. Latvia have the ball back. Oscar Miller chasing the man with the ball.
Ball's with 39 and Latvia edges Osis.
22's now got the ball for Latvia.
That's our favorite, George Lucas. Strictly on account of his name. We like all his teammates equally.
Very diplomatic.
Yes.
You must be learning from me.
What to do, what not to do.
Some might say.
Also, I can pronounce George Lucas very easily, but I haven't gotten to his surname, which is Rosens. That was 48, Gert Stromczynski's.
You've got to shoot to get the goals.
Absolutely. It's worth taking the risk.
Oh, great
Ooh.
save there by number 5, Henry Phillips. I thought the big crunch was coming there. This is going to the back post. There's your shot. Great
Well
save by
saved.
the keeper.
Absolutely. Conradi, a solid save again.
He's doing well, isn't he?
Absolutely. He can be very proud of his performance this tournament.
All the keepers then.
Yeah, I mean, we keep saying it again and again, but just to drive it home, everybody here has performed so well this whole week. It's been phenomenal.
Great check
to
there
see.
by Ethan Chapman.
Again with 69, Tom Zalidis.
I think Latvia needs to up the tempo on this to get back in the game.
Yeah. About 2.5 minutes left.
It's doable.
Absolutely. Come on, Latvia. A couple more goals on the board.
Bit of a ward there. Wales should come out with this ball. Aaron Eastwood on the ball.
George Lucas's brother is saying hi. Hello, George Lucas's brother.
That was a bit of a poor pass there by Oscar Miller. Don't let him get on the wrong side. There's a shot. Covered there by Will McDonald.
Out and Red have the ball.
Ooh.
And we're at last 2 minutes of the game, so that is stop clock. Every time the ball goes out, the clock stops. In the other quarters, it's the last 30 seconds where the ball stop clocks.
Mr. Braddock's on the ball. Just keep possession now, Wales. Play to the whistle. Bit of a delayed whistle. I think Oscar knew that he had it for the old. That's Wales up by 1 man.
So it's really up to Latvia to hold Wales back for this last little bit.
1 minute 34 in the game. Latvia have got to come out and play the ball. They've got to pressure. They've got to pressure. Ariolti on it.
Latvia back up to full strength.
Jacob Troffon.
Number 7's running
Going to
back
Mr.
on.
Braddocks.
Armands Meshiams.
We know we can hold the ball while he releases it early. Oh, there's the shot.
Oh,
Number 17, Aaron Eastwood.
nice shot.
I think Latvia was just thinking that Wales were going to hold the ball in the back line there, not do anything, not go for anything. But it's lacrosse, anything can happen.
.49 seconds left in the game. Wales 12, Latvia 7.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've seen Zach Kane taking the face. Let's see what he can do. Big, strong lad. Oh, he's holding it well. Oh, he's doing well. Yes. Oh, took his own man out. Hey, Wales have come up with the ball. Take the shot. Take the shot.
Conradi has made some absolutely stellar saves this last bit.
He needs to get in his net, though.
Yes. Oh, bounce shot goes very, very high.
I think we have a crease violation there. Fair play to Wales, still going for the goals. "30-second call's just been announced.
Last chance to do anything. 20 seconds to go. Come on, Latvia, one more game, one more point.
Great shot.
Bounce shot goes high and out.
Wales will just hold this ball now, take it easy, 10 seconds. Will McDonald, the captain. He's just going to hold it. That was a great performance by both sides.
Absolutely. Wales come out ahead 12 to Latvia's 7. So that's Wales in 6th place, Latvia in 7th here at the first ELF Men's U20 European Championships.
What a great game. What a great game.
Absolutely. Both teams really gave it their all. Absolutely wonderful to see. Some absolutely stellar moves on both sides as well. I was most impressed by Conradi, number 12 for Latvia in goal. Absolutely stellar saves. Really, really well done.
Yeah, I've got to admit, yeah. Like I've said, who would go in goal?
I've done it once, and that was enough for me.
Mad, crazy, or drunk?
Freezing cold. It was in the Netherlands, February, -8, and I thought, well, I'll get to wear some extra layers. Purely practical. Well done to both teams.
All the crowd applauding all these players. That's what we want to see. Great job by the refs.
And that is it for us. We will be back here at 4 o'clock local time. That's 4 o'clock also in Germany, 3 o'clock in England. Those are the two teams that we'll be facing off here in Prague for the gold medal game of the ELF Men's U20 European Championships. I'm Steph Michelson. Graham Teal has been joining me for this last half. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure. Goodbye.
Yeah, Deutschland!
Ethan, these yours, mate. Okay. I found them. So? I found them.
You share everything.
Love you, Drill.
You got a hat trick. Wait, now you can go back to everyone and be like, will you get a hat trick against Latvia?
What do you mean how Oscar wanted 3 in the game?
Yeah.
I was like, Oscar, can you
Right, boys, I feel a party coming on.
Yeah,
I feel a party coming on. Hey.
Look what I've got!
I feel a trip.
let's get fucked! You fucking nitwits! Let's get absolutely hammered! Let's get fucked! Let's go get some beer!
Are you having a shower before we get fucked? You're not going back to have a shower?
A beer and then...
I want to get back to England.
Oh, fuck yeah, I don't give a shit what they do. Keep up or watch you. It's coming out, boys. It's coming out. Right, let's go in, yeah, boys. What do you mean? Go inside. Nice shirts going on. Oh, that mine. Dylan, 3 people got a hat trick. That's a whitewash.